The world of motor racing is not always as glamorous as you might think. Even at the top level, testing is essential. To see what really goes on behind the scenes, we joined GTC Motorsport during a tyre test at a small racetrack called Pembrey in West Wales. Each time the McLaren F1 GTR racing car comes in, engineers from tyre suppliers Michelin take dozens of readings for pressure and temperature, talking to the driver to find out how the car is feeling, making numerous adjustments and sending the car out again. While Pembrey is too small for a car as powerful as this 636 brake horsepower McLaren to race on, it's great for working the tyres, especially in today's alternating wet and dry conditions. Formula One driver Mark Blundell brings the McLaren in one more time, this time to talk to the GTC team about his views on the car. This is important as he is shortly to drive this very car in the Le Mans 24-hour race. Back in the pits, the men from Michelin are busily changing tyres and rims, constantly checking pressures and readings. In one two-day test, a McLaren needs a lot of tyres, and a fair few tools too. The GTC mechanics have their work cut out too. The F1 has thousands of parts, and all will have to perform flawlessly if the car is to survive a test as grueling as Le Mans and emerge intact. Even the wheels and tyres are looked after with the greatest possible care, each one being carefully marked before being tested to destruction. But soon the car is ready to go out again, and what's more, they've agreed to let me have a go. But first, Mark Blundell talks through the controls.
Well, we've just slimmed the car down, so we only need the necessities. We're still using the wiper systems, the headlight system, rain lamps, heated screen, which is all needed in a 24-hour race. We've got fuses here which could be changed if the car breaks down. We then go to bits and pieces what we're adding on inside the race cars. Radio communication, information on the dash so we can go through and check water, oil, gearbox temperature, lap time. And we then got acknowledgements for the dash as well, so if something does come up, we can acknowledge the fact that there's something wrong and maybe radio back to the pits. That's about it. Everything else is the same as a road car.
Just warming the car up now, getting heat into the tyres, brakes, also into the gearbox, into the transmission. Conditions are not ideal by any means. Weather is very damp, it's been raining, and the circuit's not 100% dry. Just accelerating down the straight now. Fourth gear, 204 kilometers on the brakes. Fast fourth gear right-hander. Exit 165. On the brakes hard, 230k down into second gear. On the pedal hard. Right-hander. Left-hander again, third gear. Through the apex point. Accelerating up to fourth gear. Tuck the car into the right-hander. Balance the car on the throttle. Back down again through the gearbox, down to second. Drop the speed down to 80 kilometers, accelerate hard, second, third, fourth gear.
Well, that should have warmed the car up enough for me. After a brief chat with the team, it's time for me to climb aboard and try my luck. Getting into the central driving position is not exactly easy, but once on board, it's surprisingly comfortable. At first, it's a very alien atmosphere, and I drive knowing that all it will take is one false move, and Britain's best chance of winning Le Mans will go up in smoke. On the move, the car looks $1 million, which is fortunate as it costs rather more. The engine is pulverizingly powerful and unbelievably loud even through my helmet. Cornering is a juggling trick between getting the heat into the slick tires they need to work properly, while avoiding the puddles and not overdoing it. Eventually, I get to grips with the car and start to enjoy the performance and handling. It feels not unlike a road-going McLaren, only noisier and even more urgent. It has the same light steering, the same rifle-bolt gear change. I do a couple of quicker laps, but soon my time is up and I'm signalled back to the pits. I arrive, thankful more than anything else that the car and I are still both in one piece.
Well, I mean, there's just so much to learn. I thought it was bloody wonderful myself. It feels surprisingly like the road car. I thought it would be completely different. Yeah. But it's, you know, it's very obviously a very close relation of that. Right. I don't think it's any quicker than the road car in a straight line. Yeah. But that is at the absolute top of, you know, of what I've driven, really.
5 weeks later, this McLaren went to Le Mans. It crashed in the night, falling to 35th place, but recovering to 4th by the fall of the flag. Another GTR took overall victory.